Okay, thank you all. This is the book that we are going to read this night, Jesse the Rabbit. So I will read, the general idea of the book, and then we will start reading the book as usual, as we are used to do. Okay, Jesse the Rabbit. All the animals of the forest tease Jessie the rabbit about her shy ways. But when a friend is in trouble, it is the shy Jessie who saves the day with her courage and quick thinking. So this is the general idea of the book. So we can start.
Yes.
All right. So Mohammed, you can make the first start for us.
Okay. Uh, Jesse the rabbit was eating a carrot in a green meadow and sunny day.
Good. Read this
One sunny
again.
day. Okay. We watched the other animals run around and play, and he admired them. He had always been the shy one, and they were always playing without him.
Okay, thank you, Mohammed. Yes, Hind, your owner.
They
Oh,
made fun of him because he got started so easily. If a tree fell somewhere in the forest, he would rush into his rabbit hole and hide for the rest of the day. You're such a scared cat. Jessie Teddy the cub once said when she passed by him, you never have any fun, Jessie.
good, thank you. Yes, Mohammed, your owner.
Hello?
Muhammad, sorry,
Me
Ahmed.
also.
I wanted to say Ahmed.
Oh,
Ahmed,
Ahmed.
sorry.
Okay.
Okay, but Jesse the rabbit was a couches and wise rabbit. He know better than to ignore every sound.
Okay, yes, Ahmed, also read this passage.
I may look stupid and scared, but I will always be prepared for danger, thought Jesse. He would hide and curl up every time he heard a crack or saw a shadow loom over his hole.
Thank you, thank you. Hello, Bara. Bara has come here. Bara,
Yes,
how are you?
yeah, fine. How are you?
Good. Okay, read this passage, please.
Okay. One fine day, just like any other, a distant crack was heard. A tree fell down and light brightly burned, just turned into his hole while the other animal continued
Yes.
frolicking. Jesse shouted as loud as he could run, but no one heard him. So he jumped inside his hole and curled up into a ball.
Thank you, Bara. Yes, Mohammed, your turn.
Yes. While Jesse was
Wow.
hiding, he could still hear the other laughing. Then all of sudden, Jesse heard some squeals, some running, and then beaver started shouting and forced in one fire. The
Okay.
forest is on fire. Everybody run. The fire is spreading. The beaver continue to shout as he ran past Jesse's hole. The holes The whole forest was in a wild trance.
Hello, Mariam, are you there?
Yes.
Thank you. Read this passage.
Okay. Troubling everything, the animals ran away, leaving behind a cold coat of the dust and the first on fire. Only Jesse was left in his hiding place, safe beneath beneath the ground. Jesse had cleverly s- stashed
Stashed.
away stashed away a supply of the food and the water in his hold. He knew that one day dangers would come, and he wanted to be prepared. He was relieved to know he had enough splints to last until the fire was over.
Okay, Mariam, thank you. Hello, Hind,
Welcome.
are you there?
Yes.
Okay.
In the distance, Jesse could hear a loud squall. Help someone, help me, please. Jesse didn't want to come out of his hole, as he knew that the fire was spreading, but then he heard the squall as second and third time. Jesse couldn't just hide in this hole while someone was out there on his own.
Good. Ahmed, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay, come on.
Jesse slowly raised his head from his hole. He could see the flaming trees all around. He heard another squeal and turned his head to see Teddy, the cub laying down with his leg caught beneath a thick fallen branch. The ground around him was burning and the fire was getting closer.
Thank you. Bara, are you there?
Yes,
Okay, come on.
the Jesse was very scared, but he couldn't just leave Teddy there. Having and puffing, he rushed with incredible speed towards the Teddy. Jesse, please, you need to find a way to get this thing offside Teddy. Jesse started running around looking for a way to help.
Good. Yes, Mohammed.
Oh, yes. What? Okay. Jesse saw that the other side of the British bridge had started to burn and was becoming thinner. Jesse had an idea and he darted down into his hole. He grabbed some of the net casing that had started the water in and ran back to, to, towards Teddy. Toward Teddy. He rushed towards the branch and poured the water in the branch.
Okay, good. Yes, Mariam, are you there?
Yeah.
Come on.
Okay. The bridge was now this and wobbly, but Teddy still could not get his food free. So Jesse gathered all his strength and in a single dish, smashed his body against it. A great. Was a heart, and the bridge broke. break into the health. Fringe, Fringe
Free
Teddy,
Teddy. Yeah.
he Fringe Teddy, he slowly get up and approach Jesse.
Okay.
Uh, Jesse.
Yeah. Hind, are you there?
Yes.
Let's go.
Teddy was surprised at Jesse's heroism and even more surprised at how he had managed to free him. He saw Jesse lying down.
Good. Bara, are you there? Bara?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Yes, come on.
Okay, Jesse was looking very tried, so he picked him up in his mouth and rushed away from the fire into the cool hills nearby.
Okay. Good. Mohammed, come on.
Yes, a few days later, all the animal had settled into a new place in the woods where the fire hadn't reached. Everyone was still playing, but something had changed. Teddy, Teddy the cub was taking care of Jessie, the rabbit who was still recovering.
Okay. Yes, Ahmed.
No one laughed at Jesse anymore, for he had saved their friend, and they knew of his courage. From that day on, all of them followed in his footstep and have been careful till this day. They now knew that being careful does not mean that you are not brave.
Thank you. Okay, so this is the end of the book. Now I would like you to give me I would like you to give me the opportunity to read the book, okay? So that you notice some little mistakes or errors that you were making while you were reading, okay? While you were reading the story. So I will start. There's someone whose maybe microphone is not turned off. Please turn it off so that people hear my reading, please.
Okay.
Great. So I will start from here. Jesse the rabbit was eating a carrot in a green meadow one sunny day. He watched the other animals run around and play, and he admired them. He had always been the shy one, and they were always playing without him. They made fun of him because he got startled so easily. If a tree fell somewhere in the forest, he would rush into his rabbit hole and hide for the rest of the day. "You're such a scared cat, Jessie," Teddy, the cub once said when she passed by him. "You never have any fun, Jessie." But Jessie the rabbit was a cautious and wise rabbit. He knew better than to ignore every sound. "I may look stupid and scared, but I will always be prepared for danger," thought Jesse. He would hide and curl up every time he heard a crack or saw a shadow loom over his hole. One fine day, just like any other, a distant crack was heard. A tree fell down and the light brightly burned. Jesse darted into his hole while the other animals continued frolicking around. Jesse shouted as loud as he could, "Run!" But no one heard him. So he jumped inside his hole and curled up into a ball. While Jesse was hiding, he could still hear the others laughing. Then all of a sudden, Jesse heard some squeals, some running, and then Beaver started shouting, "The forest is on fire! The forest is on fire! Everybody run! The fire is spreading!" The beaver continued to shout as he ran past Jesse's hole. The whole forest was in a wild panic. Trampling everything, the animals ran away, leaving behind a cloud of dust and the forest on fire. Only Jesse was left in his hiding place, safe beneath the ground. Jesse had cleverly stashed away a supply of food and water in his hole. He knew that one day danger would come and he wanted to be prepared. He was relieved to know he had enough supplies to last until the fire was over. In the distance, Jesse could hear a loud squeal. "Help! Someone help me, please!" Jesse did not want to come out of his hole, as he knew that the fire was spreading. But then he heard the squeal a second and third time. Jesse couldn't just hide in his hole while someone was out there on his own. Jesse slowly raised his head from his hole. He could see the flaming trees all round. He heard another squeal and turned his head to see Teddy, the cub lying down with his leg caught beneath a thick fallen branch. The ground around him was burning and the fire was getting closer. The Jesse was very scared, but he couldn't just leave Teddy there. Huffing and puffing, he rushed with incredible speed towards the Teddy. "Jesse, please, you need to find a way to get this thing off," said Teddy. Jesse started running around, looking for a way to help. Jesse saw that the other side of the branch had started to burn and was becoming thinner. Jesse had an idea and he darted down into his hole. He grabbed some of the nut casings that he had stored the water in and ran back towards Teddy. He rushed towards the branch and poured the water on the branch. The branch was now thin and wobbly, but Teddy still could not get his foot free. So Jesse gathered all his strength and in a single dash smashed his body against it. A crack was heard and the branch broke into half, freeing Teddy. He slowly got up and approached Jesse. Teddy was surprised at Jesse's heroism and even more surprised at how he had managed to free him. He saw Jesse lying down. Jesse was looking very tired, so he picked him up in his mouth and rushed away from the fire into cool hills nearby. A few days later, all the animals had settled into a new place in the woods where the fire hadn't reached. Everyone was still playing, but something had changed. Teddy, the cub, was taking care of Jesse, the rabbit who was still recovering. No one laughed at Jesse anymore, for he had saved their friend and they knew of his courage. From that day on, all of them followed in his footsteps and have been careful till this day. They now knew that being careful does not mean that you are not brave. Okay, so this is the end. And now, thank you for having listened. Okay, let's come back and let's see the images, okay?
Okay.
Great, so we see the images of some animals, okay? We
Yeah.
see this is
Rabbit.
Jesse the rabbit. This is
Mhm.
Jesse the rabbit. This is
Teddy.
Teddy the bear. This is a monkey.
Mhm.
This is, I think, I don't know, it's a tiger or what. This is a
Mm.
fox. Okay.
Yeah.
So these are the animals, maybe that, or some of them that we're going to see through the book. Good. Now you see them, you see it here. This is the rabbit,
The
Jesse,
rabbit.
okay,
Jesse.
who used to play or who used to eat in a place called meadow. Meadow is a place where there is grass. Okay, this is what meadow means. Good.
Okay.
Yes, we see that all the other animals are playing, but Jesse is sitting somewhere eating, you know, his carrot. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The next thing we see in this image, also the same animals. Okay, we go next. Yes, Mohammed, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, yes, what do you see in this image?
I see the Robert Jesse sit down and a pair name and the pair.
Okay, you know, you see Jesse
Bear.
and his friend, the bear, okay?
Yes.
Good. Okay, now as you can see, Jesse is leaving the bear, I mean, Teddy.
Yes. It's
Okay,
scary.
yes, Hind, are you there?
Yes,
Okay, what do you see in this picture?
I see the rabbit Jesse sit alone
Mm-hmm.
with some carrot.
Okay, where is he sitting here? Where is he sitting?
Um, a tree fell down.
What do you see behind Jesse? What do you see here?
Carrot.
Food.
Carrots and some
Water.
water. Great. You know, here Jesse is in his house. I mean, in his hole. Okay, this is Jesse's hole. This Jesse's house. Okay. Good.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Yeah, Ahmed, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah. What do you see in this image?
I see three bears. I think they are sad or nervous. I don't know. And I see the I don't know what this black creature that's it there.
Okay.
And
Okay.
Like mouse.
trees and there's the grass.
Okay.
That's what I see. Yeah.
Okay. 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 Let's move on to the next slide. Yes, you know, here Teddy, sorry, Jesse is always in his hole, right? Let's move on to the next. Now, what can you see here? Bara, are you there?
Yes.
Yeah, what can you see in this image?
I can see Jesse, Robert Jesse, and I can see that Teddy. It's under the wood, and he can't go.
Okay, he can't
He cannot
go.
move.
He cannot move. Okay, because there is a branch that fell on his foot. Okay, he
His leg.
cannot move, so he needs help, right?
Yes.
Good. Yes, the same thing. Yes. Okay. Hind, are you there? Okay, Mariam?
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you see in this picture?
There's fire. And Teddy, I think, is still he cannot stand up.
Okay.
And Jesse's coming to him.
And Jesse is coming to do what?
Maybe help.
Good. That's it. Jesse is coming to help. Good.
Yeah.
Okay. Mohammed, are you there?
Yes.
What Jesse is doing?
It is take a bow and fill it for the fill it water
Mhm.
and stop
Okay, he is going
and
to
put the
help.
water in the fire.
Okay, yeah. And now he has come and he is putting water on the branch that was in fire. Good. Yes, and Hind, are you there? I don't know.
Yes, my
Okay.
my phone was stuck. I'm sorry.
Ah, sorry. Yeah, what do you see here in this image?
Uh, Jesse was laid down,
Mhm.
and Teddy watched him and tried to help him.
Good, great. Okay, yes, Ahmed. Ahmed?
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay, yes,
I see the animal.
tell us what you see in this image, please.
I see that Jesse
Mhm.
is falling
Okay,
on the ground,
okay,
and they're trying to take care of that
Rabbit.
rabbit. Yeah.
okay, good. All right, good. And now let's talk a little bit about the book. How is the book? The question is for everyone. Now, if you want to answer, please raise your hand up. Okay, how do you find this book? How do you find this book? The question is for all of you. How do you find this story?
Okay.
Yes, Mariam?
Yeah, I think this is like uh where you must be careful all the time
Mm-hmm.
because maybe it happened something and you don't know what you do. So you must be a responsibility.
Okay, good, good.
Mm,
Thank you. Yes, who
okay.
else can say what he or she has understood from reading this story? Yes, who can say more? Okay, maybe I'll change the question. Uh,
Mm.
okay, the second question is, who is the hero of the book? I mean, who is the hero in this story? Who is the hero?
Jesse, thank.
Jesse is the hero of the book. That's great. Okay,
Yeah.
maybe question number 3. Yes, how animals considered Jesse before? How did animal consider Jesse before? Yes, if you want to answer, please raise your hand. How did the other animals consider Jesse before this problem happened? How did they consider him? Uh, yes, there was someone. Okay, one can answer, but we almost running out of time. We have 10 minutes left, but no
Mm.
problem. We can go. Yes, there's someone who raised his hand too. You can go.
Oh.
Okay. Me. They was not care about him and just uh thing is not just don't care about him.
Okay. Yes, who else, please? Someone else
Yeah.
to say a thing about it.
Me.
Okay, Mariam.
I think yes, what Muhammad say, they not
Mhm.
take care about him, and
Mhm.
also they are like someone they only just play and do this. They didn't think so. What happened later?
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
why they didn't think about him. Also,
Good. Yes, who else?
thank you.
Is there anyone to talk to say
I
yes,
think they
Hind?
look at him.
Mhm.
I think they look at him. They don't care about him, like Muhammad and Miriam said, and
Mhm.
they think uh, he are scared person
Oh,
because
he
she was
is.
scared.
Mhm.
He is
Okay.
careful.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay. Yes, yes, that's great. You know, as we see in the book, or as we read in the book, that Jesse was someone, or if I can say, was an animal, but all the other animals did not consider him because of what? Because Jesse, they considered that Jesse was weak, Jesse was not strong, and Jesse was someone who was always, scared, who was always afraid from things, because it is said in the book that even if something cracks somewhere, Jesse will run into his hole, just curling as a ball, like a ball. So he was afraid. And animals used to play in a place, but Jesse would not go there. Just Jesse is somewhere, okay, maybe eating his carrot, and whatever happens, Jesse runs quickly in his hole. And the other animals considered him as a weak, as he could not do anything for anyone. So he was the weakest animal. This is how they considered him. But when the fire came to the forest, everyone was running, and Jesse did not run. Why? Jesse had food and water in his hole, because he was storing food and water in his hole in case there is a danger. And now when the forest took fire, Jesse did not go anywhere. He stuck, he stayed in his hole. And then he thought that he can stay there until the fire ends, and then he gets out. But all of a sudden, he heard a voice coming from Teddy Bear, because Teddy was trapped somewhere. There was a branch that fell on Teddy's foot, and Teddy could not move. And that branch was, there was fire. Okay, there was fire on that branch. Now, when Teddy screamed one time, two times, and then Jesse decided to come out of his hole and go try to save Teddy. And when he found Teddy lying and Teddy could not just have his foot, what did he do? He went to his hole running, and he took water. He came and he tried just to extinguish the fire. When he extinguished the fire, and then Teddy took out, his foot. But at that time, Jesse was tired, very tired, and he lied down. When he lied down, he was so tired, and the bear took him to another place. And when all the animals changed the place where the forest took fire to another place, from that day, they understood that Jesse was a hero, and they had never, made fun of him, because he had saved their friend, the teddy bear. So this story shows us how someone can be courageous. Sometimes it doesn't mean that I don't play with my friends, or you don't do with people. That means that you are weak, or maybe you don't have any importance, but each one can do something. And from that day, they had never laughed at Jesse, because Jesse was the hero, of them, and Jesse saved their friend. And Teddy, who used to say, Jesse, you are afraid, a scary person, but Teddy now stopped, and he took all his time to take care of Jesse. So this is the end of the book. I think that the book is very inspiring. Reading stories is very important. Not only we will see new words, we will have some ideas, and we can sometimes take those stories and apply them into real life. Okay? Apply them into real life, and maybe life will be more easier and very beautiful also if we help one another. How did you find this story, all of you? How is it? Is it interesting, inspiring, and so on? Ahmed, are you
This
there?
is
Yeah, I'm there.
I think this story is so interesting, right?
Of course.
Okay.
It's rich in meaning,
Mhm.
and we learn a lot from that story.
That's good. Yes.
um,
Good. Okay, I would like to tell you something, all of you. Reading stories is
okay.
really important, but I want you, when you read a story, I want you to try to retell
Mm,
the same story, but using your words. I think you understand what I say.
mm,
You see how I
yeah.
did when we finished reading the story, I used my words to retell the same story, right? Hello, are you there? Hello?
Yeah.
Okay, so when we read a story, we can rephrase the story and try to have some sentences or some words or some tenses that we can use to tell the story using our our own words. This will help us, okay? And next time we are
Okay.
going to improve it. Maybe I'm going to give you some some points that you can focus on to tell a story when you tell a story, so that you tell it again but using your own words. So I say thank you for coming, and I am so happy to have you, all of you here, because we are here for learning. And I hope that what we are doing here is helping you, but you will not see it right now, but
Mhm.
as time goes on, you will notice that yes, what we are doing is important, because it will help you sometimes have new words when you want to speak, and it helps you uh, know how sometimes to read some words that you did not know how to read or how to pronounce. All of those things
Mm.
can help all of us. I say thank you and see you. Don't forget that I will send the YouTube link in our group so that you watch this video later. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, bye. Good night.
Bye.
Good
Yeah,
night.
yeah.
Have a good time.
Thank you. Bye.